Yeah, I'm gonna do it right now.
Chris, the streets are talking.
I know, I know.
They're
Listen,
talking.
I'm listening, I'm listening.
Uh-oh.
They want it. They want it. According to one of my goons, Lou. That's one of my, it's my goons. It's bad if he doesn't pick up, because
I'm supposed to be on
You
call.
have reached the voicemail.
Oh, come on!
1.
Come on! You know what?
It's all right.
Sometimes you gotta learn how to swim alone.
What's up, everybody? What's up? Oh, so Chris, how's it Thanksgiving, man? I know. You're not gonna stop the break. I told you the equilibrium's a little off today.
Thanksgiving was good, man, and damn, I had something for you, but I forgot.
You ate it.
No, it wasn't food. I can't give you food. I can't give you food. I don't want to let you down. I can't give you food.
Oh,
Yeah, I had something for you, man. It was pretty good.
Chris, I went on a Fat Man weekend. Oh God,
It felt good though, right?
a lot of rice.
That's the problem. Yeah, that's the. No, you're a rice guy. Well, I'm a rice guy too.
I love the rice, man.
Check this out.
When you say check it out, I get scared.
So
Anybody was hurt?
no, nobody got hurt. Nobody got hurt. I decided, there's this game. It's not in the most adequate spot,
Okay.
but I said, you know what? I'm bored. I put one of your moves. I'm bored. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Everybody's asleep.
Oof, that's the best time.
Let me go out there.
That is the best time.
This is a quick one, cause it got. I guess the person that
Is that
I
house
guess-
game? I'm sorry.
it's a house game.
Okay.
I guess I had to notify that I was coming.
Really? Anybody's welcome, no?
No, you gotta know somebody. It's always, you just can't just walk in and just, oh yeah, you gotta say, oh, so and so sent me, or this and that.
Really?
Lou, they had, first of all, I don't know if I scared these people.
It's a Goodfellas spot?
No, it's not Goodfellas. It's
Okay.
actually, it's a Spanish spot.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I scared them. I don't know. I could just imagine, because they got cameras before they let you, and it's fucking cold. It's cold. It was windy outside.
And they had you outside waiting?
So I was outside ringing the bell. I hear the bell ringing, and there's a camera. So, I look at the camera so they can look at my face so they know who the fuck it is. Like, I'm a fucking poker legend in these fucking streets, Lou.
Well, it's like that apartment. You don't think you're going a little too far?
Okay, you know what? I'll wait.
You're known. You're known in the
I'll wait till I die so they can give me the legend title. But I'm a poker icon, Lou. People know me.
You and Jada Smith?
Yeah, people know me. So I'm out there waiting. Lou, no bullshit. I was out there waiting for I'm not gonna exaggerate. I want to say 3 or 4 minutes, but it felt like 15.
Really?
And I'm looking, and I ring the bell, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's not.
The time is wrong.
But I got the text. I know they were playing. Shit was, another few minutes pass by, somebody comes down. So there's this little window, glass, real hard glass window. They didn't even open the door. The dude's asking me, I didn't recognize the dude, to be honest. He's asking me questions through the window.
To see who vouched for you?
Yeah, who are you? I said, who am I? Who am I?
Maybe you had your hoodie on.
No. I had my hat and my hoodie. I had a hoodie, but it wasn't on. I didn't look threatening at all, Louis.
It's a
I know
to be
it
home.
was perspective type of thing. And yo, Louis, so we had this back and forth, and I'm like, who am I? You must go upstairs and Google me. Like, I'm known. Like, you don't. Lou, long story short, I didn't get in.
Yo, and you bring that to the wave?
I bring it. You know why? Because the way I see it, they were scared to play.
That was a good swing. That was a good swing.
The way I see it, Lou, they were scared to fucking play, man.
Yeah.
You gotta be scared. You gotta be scared.
Chris, I don't think that would ever happen to me.
What do you
I'm gonna start start paying attention.
Let's go!
Howdy. Howdy.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Breeze Shooters, the podcast that brings you news, sports, poker, and everything in between. I'm your boy Lou,
We got the tweeters!
and I'm joined by my good friend Chris.
Yes. Hello! Mellow!
Oh man! Hey Chris, but before we start this, want to say I forgot. I had a couple of people I want to shout out. Damien, Geeko, thank you for the love on Facebook. And what else?
Damien and IG.
And IG. Thank you guys for promoting the show. Really appreciate it. Pepper, again, thank you for joining us. A really good interview. Folks were happy to hear from you, and they'll be looking out for you at the reunion game once we get that popping.
Yes, sir.
Wait, let me not take credit for that. Once Boom gets that popping, because I have nothing to do with that.
Boom slacked off last year.
He's been slacking off for the last
No,
3 years. That's why it's set up.
last year he slacked off.
No, he has.
No. Last year he slacked off.
He didn't do anything.
So, yeah, exactly.
No, but he's did that a couple of times already.
Really?
Yeah. But you know what it is though, to Boom's defense.
Don't.
No, I have to throw him. I have to throw him an olive back. Boom, it's a lot of money that goes into this to get this going. You need a permit. You got to get the reps. So you need people cooperation. So what happens? Let's say you get a team in, right? You say, "Yo, Boom, I got a team. I'm gonna play." All right, Boom. He gives you a date. He's like, "Hey, I need the money by such and such date." Guys, I'll give it to you the day of the tournament. So, Boom, I don't know if he's comfortable putting up all that money because there's a lot of money. And then guys, I don't have it, I'll give it to you later. You don't want to be chasing people down. If you're going to play in the tournament, have the money by the time he needs it so he can order the shirts, so he can pay for the reps. All that stuff has to be paid beforehand. He orders food sometimes. It's a lot. That's why I said I don't want to get caught up with that because I know it's a lot of chasing people down.
You're a good friend. He's slacking off.
It's like...
Give a fuck. Give a fuck.
And Boom, part of the hate is because I don't think Chris has played on one team.
By choice.
What?
I refuse.
Oh my God!
When they get my team out there, when my
What's your team?
You know what the
First of all, we don't got the geriatrics.
You know, I'm gonna explain something to you about a player of my caliber and my longevity, because that's the problem that I have. My longevity.
Some
I'll
people would call
explain.
that age. You're old.
You know what? I was what's the word I'm looking for, man? I wrote a couple of words down that I wanted to try to fit in, and for some reason I don't remember the words. I meant something in 3 different decades. A lot of people can't say that. I was significant in 3 different decades. We could go back.
Elaborate. First of all, what were you significant in?
Basketball. Sunset Park, Brooklyn, New York, tri-state basketball, 3 decades.
All right. Let's go
I'm
deep.
significant.
Let's stay right there. Let's stay
3
right there.
decades.
What leagues do you play in?
Oh my God. It's easier.
Just name a league.
It's easier for me to name the ones that I didn't play in. That's what I'm talking
Think
about.
what you just got.
That's
Chris?
what I'm talking
You got
about.
the Chris bullshit.
It's just
So Chris, what leagues do you play? Seriously, you played in 314?
I played in 314.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Whoa.
I
You was on Bucky's
I
team?
was in Buck team, and
Buck didn't play 314. He played in the PS1.
Rest in peace, Red. Jamie.
Jamie.
PS1.
They played PS1. Then that's when
I
they did the
played
collaboration.
in PS1 also. I think Roach was running that.
Roach was 314, and then Larry.
Yeah, Larry
was PS1.
See, so
I'm helping you with your story
No,
because
no, no,
I feel bad.
No, don't feel bad.
Who was on your team?
Well, I told you it was Buck's team. So it's basically
I heard the best player on your team was Holly.
no. Holly never played with us. But no, I think the best player might have been Red.
No, Red was nice. I could Red problems.
I remember I played in that 314 league. I played I played against Sully. Sully used to be a beast in the court.
Sully played 314.
His IQ was super high.
Yes.
Super high.
By the way, Sully, I wish you a speedy recovery, brother.
Yes, sir. Played in the Money League. You probably don't know about that.
What money league? Is it the Mexican
My
league?
point is, no Mexican. I never played with Mexicans in my life.
There's nothing wrong with them. That Mexican league
I
is
never
serious.
said there was nothing wrong with them. I said I've never played in the Mexican league.
So
See,
what's the money league?
don't-
Tell me what the money. That's not Ricky's league.
Top. No. I played in Ricky Leagues too.
No, you did.
Yes, I did. Fun sport. Yes, I did. Tell
Yo,
me.
you want me to call Rick? I got Rick's number. You want me to call
You
Rick?
can call whoever you want.
Yo,
Check
I just
my-
saw.
check my numbers.
You know when somebody lies?
No.
They
Check-
look down to the
Yeah,
right.
I-
You just did that, and it was like, God, don't do that.
No. You could call whoever you want, but before, let's not jump. That was the second decade. Rick was the second decade.
Actually,
Maybe.
Rick was early, brother.
No, not for me. Might be early for you, not for me. I've been playing.
Who you play within Rick's league?
What?
There we go.
No.
People, you just gotta ask the right
Hold up,
questions.
hold up.
Who did you play with in Rick's league?
But see, how you gonna ask me a question and then don't let me answer?
Go ahead. I'm waiting.
You know what? Give me a second here, Lou. I don't like the vibes here. I got.
Yo, don't light this place on
No,
fire.
because I don't like this. I don't like the weight. I don't like the.
You're buying time.
No, I'm not
All
buying time.
Who do you play with in Rick's league? And mind you, Chris, the streets are talking.
I'll tell you right now. My team was so good. I was in a team that was so
Okay.
good.
You still can't tell me.
Look at that. I play with Lonnie. Cha-ching. That's the team. 3 championships. Look it up. Rest in peace, Lon. Look it up. I'm telling you.
I'll give you $5 if you can tell me one person on that team, on the two team.
The names?
No, just tell me one person.
Ray.
There was no Ray Ray.
Yes, there was. Ray.
You know, it was Big Mike.
Little
it was
Bootsy. No, Big Mike. Little Bootsy. I can name a whole bunch
Muff,
of players.
Hammer.
Muff was with me, but Muff was with me when I was already on the way out. Like the last season I played. I
You know
played
what? Let's move forward.
Muff. My BRC
Yo,
people.
Yo, big up Muff. Yo, have you really seen Muff play? That kid Muff does not age, man.
Muff has.
Yo.
I believe Muff has made a deal with the devil.
Let me tell you.
He's still playing. I follow him. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you ever met Hollywood. Dude that I used to play poker with. He's from over there, from the Brownsville area.
No, they're actually from Flatbush.
Flatbush, Canarsie. While playing poker, I started talking shit to Hollywood.
Like you did to me right now.
No, just is it?
And that name sounds familiar. Hollywood did play. He played in Rick's league. Hollywood. He was decent.
You know,
He was
he's good, and his brother played college ball, I believe. So anyway, you know me, Lou. I get a couple of drinks in me, and I think I'm back in '86.
And he's in the system.
So this dude is talking, to me like I said. You know how you look somebody up and down and you say, you better check yourself. You don't know me. You don't know my record. So then automatically, this is how I know when these motherfuckers are serious. Automatically, he got on the phone and he already scheduled, and he told me, Chris, bring your best 5 and meet me in
38th Street?
No, BRC. So we're going over there. We're going over there to be. I've been everywhere. I played everywhere, so I don't have a problem. So
They know you weren't coming.
I said, but when you want to do this? And he goes, well, whenever, Chris. But I have the gym this day, from this time and this time. I don't know what happened. I lost contact with him, but we still Hollywood. I'm getting back in shape.
So going back to Muff, this kid Muff, he's a problem. He's been a problem ever since he came to Sunset Park. The kid's lefty. You know he's going to his left, and there's absolutely nothing you could do about stopping him. And the crazy thing is that 3 reunion games ago, Chris, he was still playing like it was fucking 99.
100%. Remember, he won. I think they won that year.
And he was dunking. Like,
Well, I
he's
didn't see
still
him
dunking.
dunk. I didn't see him
No, Muff is like, yo, the kid is, well, he's in great shape, but the thing that's unbelievable about him is his strength. He's not a big guy, but he's just lean, but he gets to the hole, he'll bang with anybody and lay down. Yeah, Muff is a really good ball player. You know who's a good ball player?
Be careful.
No. I want to see if you know your
Because
history.
my standards are way better than yours.
No, I want to see if you know your history.
Go ahead.
Mo.
Which Mo?
Ballhead Mo.
Ballhead Mo. It doesn't ring a bell.
You don't know, so it's a part. Ballhead Mo.
Talk to me about Sucker Punch Harvey. Talk to me.
Harvey Hard, what up, man?
Talk to me about Herc. Suckers, the dungeon, that was my dungeon. Either you play or you die. You don't know if that day you were going to walk out alive from the dungeon. Those are my days, Lou, in the dungeon. Don't talk to me about no Mo.
You know what's
Don't
crazy?
talk to me about no...
You know, you just mentioned that era where Pepper was running the dungeon, but you didn't know Pepper.
Pep, tell him about Benitez and me. You know?
That's gonna be a go-to. Well, anyway, staying on ball.
Mo, we said Mo. Ball had a Mo.
Oh, Ball-headed Mo.
No, he was
Probably one of the top five. One of the
A-Rap?
top. No. It's I don't even know his nationality. He's super fair skinned, but I think he was black. mixed
Super
with-
what?
Fair, light, super light.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm not used to these new gender
Okay.
equality stuff.
Oh, okay. So anyhow, probably one of the top 5 ball players in Sunset Park. Let me tell you, he put in some work. He used to, I want to say he probably dunked on everybody that we know.
Stop.
The kid had some serious bunnies, and he had a serious game. Mo was like, is he from Coney Island? The first time I met him, I was playing CYO, we were playing against Marlboro Project. They were called Most Precious Blood. And he
Okay.
was on that team. And he was like deep on the bench, so I didn't think he was like anything good. And mind you, I'm playing with Bay Ridge with the white guys, and they love me, so I'm getting
Exactly.
busy. So he comes off the bench, and he's guarding me, so he's giving me a little bit of work. I'm like, yo, why is this guy on the bench? He ain't supposed to be this good. Of course I was struggling. Then a couple of years later, he moves to the neighborhood. He always used to run with Sweets, with Freddie,
Okay.
because they live really close to each other. Well, yo, Chris, when I tell you now, this kid used to bang it on everybody. It didn't matter, low rim, high rim, he was gonna bang it on you. The craziest thing I ever seen him do, and I kid you not, I was in the stands, because we used to play in 314, so he had the first game, I had the late game. He gets the ball on the wing on a breakaway, right, and he's dribbling up. And I don't know, I think it might have been his mother's birthday, or they were celebrating something. His mother's in the stand, he's at half court running full speed. He lifts his hand up, points to his mom, this for you, and running full speed. Chris
Stop.
took off on the sideline, kid jumped, and boom, threw it on him, and won.
Really?
That's ill.
Somebody guarded him too? Like he caught a body?
That's what I'm telling you, man. This guy was official. He was crazy body bags. And the reason why he comes up is because I just saw him on Facebook. He's I think he's what do you call it, the Nation of Islam, or he's doing something with them. Like, but he's doing some really positive things,
Oh,
like
okay.
just out there, like just promoting knowledge and righteous living and stuff like that. But I haven't seen him in years, and I was just it was nice to see him.
The funny thing, I never caught a body like that. I
Chris,
don't.
can you put the pen off, because it's getting hot in
I'm
here.
not putting it on.
There's some bullshit going around.
No, listen, I'm being completely honest with you.
Chris, I know you never.
I
don't
know,
know.
I ducked one time in
For gentlemen?
in Puerto Rico. Huh?
Why everything happens in Puerto Rico? Anything great that you did happen in Puerto Rico?
That was my
Is
peak.
there anybody we can get on the phone to verify this?
Puerto Rico?
I would even accept your brother, and I'll do the interview in Spanish.
No, my brother. I would love to see that. You make me very proud. Like. It would be,
I'll put it on. I'll do
you
the
know.
interview in Spanish.
My brother's a hard worker. I don't know if he's. What's today? Okay, no, yeah, my brother. I don't know. He might be working. I
Oh, yeah,
don't
of course.
want to put my brother in that situation. But by the way, great basketball player himself.
What about? I don't want to bring him on this soon, but what about Milk? He's been dying.
He's a hater.
No, but he's been
My
dying.
cousin's a hater.
Can we just hear him? I think it will be comical. And Chris, get ready to hang up on him, because I can tell this guy's gonna go left.
I'm gonna hang up. But he's just so you know, my cousin Milton, he's a hater. Growing up, I definitely my basketball, went way up. My basketball skills way
Yeah, stop saying
surpassed.
that. Just call him.
No. I gotta set up the. Don't tell me what to do, Louis. So at one point, he was begging me to play on my team, but that's not here nor there. But let's call him. I'm not afraid to call nobody, man. You're talking to the wrong person. I'll tell you that much.
Yo, can I conduct this interview?
You can talk right now. Go ahead. You don't have to.
Can you bring it over?
You know what? Don't touch the phone. You can talk right there.
How do you
He also
pronounce
worked
his name?
Mojica.
Mojica. It's unique. I haven't seen that.
Also he works nights. So
He sees the call to play though.
no, yeah. Another hater.
It's probably running to the back.
Call has been forwarded to an.
man, we're striking out today.
No, it's not strikeouts, Lou. It's you know what?
I had guys that was gonna crush this guy's spirit. Yo, let me tell you, the Skelly's thing, get on great reviews. People saying, Lou, not surprised.
You saw what
Not
the,
surprised.
what the what we call
Fucking
it?
George
Jumping
Chico?
G, jumping.
That fucking Ecuadorian bastard. Love you, George. You know, George is my man. 50 grand. We went to FDR together.
Oh yeah?
George used to be a real
That's another
grasshopper.
motherfucker doesn't hurt. He doesn't age.
You know, he doesn't even.
He's still in Ireland or no?
I think he bought a house out in Long Island.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
he had bought a house out in Long Island.
Anything legal or no?
But, you know, with George, you never know. Oh man, yo. So talking about basketball. Oh,
But no, before because I don't like that when you start a conversation though. And this happened. By the way, I'm gonna bring it up now because you start a conversation taking shots at me,
Really?
doubting.
I was talking
My-
about Mo, something serious, and you was talking about dunking.
No.
You said
And
you
I
caught
said-
a body.
No. I never said I caught a body,
You're in
Lou.
Puerto Rico.
I said I've never caught a body. I dunked one time. I was by myself, a fast break, and it wasn't even like a flush. It was like, you know.
What is that? What is that?
But you see, but before that, you question. I'm a player of 3 hours, Lou.
Okay, yeah. What was the third error? That's what-
There we go. The third era, when I was, you know, I want to say on my decline, but I wasn't really the powerhouse shooter defender that I was in my younger years.
You know, it's oxymoron.
I play. No, it's not an oxymoron.
Yeah,
when
it
you're a complete player, you play defense and you shoot. That's the difference between me and you. You're a lazy. You're
Chris,
earmuffs. You're a lazy motherfucker.
you think so?
Yes. You stand in the corner. Shots. I'm a slasher, Lou.
Yeah, you slapped.
I'm a slasher, and no racial comments either. I'm a slasher. I defend. That's what I used
Who
to
you
do.
defend? You foul. You're good for 6 fouls.
Lou, I foul now. Back in the day, best defender out there was me. They would put me on dudes that were unstoppable. And then on top of that, I need this basket. Bang, who they looking for? This is what I don't understand, Lou.
This is when you play with Artie and them over at 86th Street?
Once again.
Little Artie?
No. Once again. See? You see, this is what upsets me, Louis. It's not even about
Oh, man.
that.
Hey. Wes.
Yeah, we could call Wes.
Because, you know, I know Wes from the 80s. That's
Oh, really?
when I knew Wes when Wes was actually really good.
Really?
They came straight
Nah.
from the military. Him and his other brother. What's his other brother? Wild Boy.
Ronnie? They looks just like him or no?
Ronnie. Yeah. They actually used to go to the dungeon. They used to get it in.
Really?
That's when the dungeon had some pretty good ball players, like old school ball players, man.
That's the first I ever hear.
Yo, Wes has been playing basketball 40 years, at least. Maybe more. Because I remember in 1987 going to the dungeon.
I'm gonna go see him later, probably.
See if you can get him on the phone. I would like to get his feedback. Does he know about this or no?
No, I don't think I put him onto this.
Yeah, you should. You know, it's
No.
expand the audience.
You know, I'm the type of person that I like to let nature take its course.
You're right.
It's more gratifying.
Oh,
We're talking
yeah.
about that off air. It's
Here's
more
what-
gratifying, Louis.
What Chris is alluding to is that we know we have a lot of listeners, and it's unfortunate that some of these listeners are not subscribing. I don't know for whatever reason, laziness or just don't want to support. But
I don't want to. I'm a positive human being,
Yeah,
Lou,
so
so I don't want to think they don't want to support. But still, it's a little bit. Like it rubs me the wrong way. You know, when it's supposed to be a given, and maybe that's where we make our mistake. Well, I make my mistake. It's supposed to be a given.
so if you're in the car listening to this right now,
Hit them up.
just know that
We're talking about you.
we're talking about that. If you come to me, talk to me about some show. I have a list of who subscribes. I'm gonna call you out.
Show or any business endeavor or any.
Or try to tell me, yo, promote my grandmother's backyard
Yeah,
sale.
yeah, the
I'm like, yo,
cookies.
dude, go kick rocks, man.
Yeah.
And this platform, don't get it twisted. Anybody subscribe this platform, you hit us up. We will promote anything you have going on
Anything.
as long as it's legal. It's nothing crazy.
That's on him. I'll do illegal stuff. I don't have a problem.
That's what this platform for. Is for you, for the people of Sunset. So support you. Tell a friend. Matter of fact, why don't you guys? This is what I do on the low, just so you guys know. When I'm around people and they leave their phones around, guess what I do? I grab the phone, go to YouTube, subscribe. That's what I do. Do that to your girl. Do it to your mother.
I don't do that to my girl because I'm afraid to see what's on her phone.
Ooh, that is scary.
I've sent her a lot of pictures.
Yeah, you better hope this never takes off. Cause Tanya, we got money, baby.
All right, let's see.
So which one now?
You say you want to call West? We'll call West.
Let me set this up. Wes is how old is Wes?
Like 60 something.
Wes is in his 60s, still plays ball. Never learned how to drive to the hole.
Air quotes when you say play ball.
He shoots, but back in the day, Wes was a good ball player.
Yeah.
Yo, Wes,
Yeah.
what's up? It's Lou.
Who?
Holy shit.
That's exactly what happens when they don't
Wes.
know you.
Size 12. The ones
Fat Lou?
size
He
12. When
said
you
fat Lou. He said fat Lou.
Fat Lou?
listen, you old bastard, how you doing?
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, you're on our podcast. We were running short on tap. You're on our podcast. So,
On podcast.
yeah, man. So we were running short on talent today. So first of all, let me back it up, Wes.
Basically, he's calling the has-beens.
Yeah.
Or the never was.
So Wes, you're on the Breeze Shooters podcast. So this is what happened. Chris started usual, just talking crap, talking about how he's been good in 3 generations for playing basketball.
3 decades, yeah.
I'm sorry, 3 decades. So I'm trying to get people to vouch for him to say that he was a good ball player. You caught him at the last decade, which was early 2000, and I want to know what's your assessment of Chris's basketball skills?
Be honest, Wes. Let him know.
A C minus.
Oh,
A
my
C
With
God.
a D body.
Oh, my
What?
God. The hatred is real, people. The
Yo.
hate is real.
Now, Wes, I'm gonna be up. Serious question. Artie, remember Artie? He was like 4'3".
Yeah.
Wes,
You're going down the line, right? You're doing your pickups, right? The last 2 guys is Artie and Chris. Who are you gonna pick up?
No, Chris gotta go hard.
No, that was a tough question.
it was not tough at all.
That was tough. He's gonna see you later on today. He will feel guilty.
You know what, Wes? I'm gonna talk to you later. I hope you don't play. And mind you, your wrist is still bad. I'm gonna hit your wrist when I see you, so you better cover it, bitch.
We're Bengay.
Later.
Alright, later, guys.
Haters, the
Yo,
haters.
he said C minus, D plus.
Give me a fucking C minus.
That's the first time you ever got a plus in your life.
No,
D plus.
no. You know what's funny about you know that this doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother. No, it doesn't bother me because I know that these people. You know how you told me like when you call certain people. I'm not gonna mention no names, but a couple of shows ago we called people to say who was the better basketball, and there were people that actually didn't want to give me the best. They didn't want to give me the vote, but were very bad and hesitant to give you the vote. In a
Who's
sense.
that?
Well, Mo said, "Oh, it's tough because I this and that." So he never said you were better or not.
You know what it is?
And you said, "You know what it is the hate."
No,
so
no,
I understand
no,
what
it's not that- it's
I
not-
understand it. That's
All
what
right,
you said.
this
That's
is
what you
the
said.
difference between your situation and my situation. Mo saw me as competition. I took Mo under the wing. All right?
Really?
I didn't tell you the story about Mo.
Okay.
I don't know if he came first from Columbia, but he was new in the neighborhood. So we were in Sunset Park, and it was like a rainy days, but it was one of those days where I had to get my shooting in. So I'm there shooting around, and then Mo's always been the same height. He's been a tall kid his whole fucking life. So he's on the other court shooting, and then he comes over, like, cause I think I got a year on Mo. Yeah, I think I'm a year ahead of Mo. So he comes over and he goes, "Hey," real nice and innocent. "Hey, you want to play 1-on-1?" I said, "Sure." All right, cool. We're playing 1-on-1.
Really?
So we're
No, this is true story.
True story. It's my mom.
Okay.
So we're playing 1-on-1, and then on one of those sequences, he goes to the basket and he kind of trips to the right, so the ball falls out to the foul line. I get the ball and I go to fucking dunk on him. He jumps, but I missed. And he goes, whoa, man. Whoa. And that sums up my whole story. And then, after that, I took him on my way. I said, I like you, man. I'm going to go to FDR. Why don't you go to FDR?
Really?
He followed me, went to FDR. But he only stood there for a little while. He did the smart thing. He went to Bishop Ford.
Yeah.
But, and he actually played, I forgot what's his, Diggs. Trevor, I think it's Trevor Diggs. Like, he was really good. I don't
Ty
know.
Diggs, the actor?
Tate
Tay
Diggs.
Diggs.
Yeah,
Sorry.
sorry.
Listen. So you know.
So it's more of a, what I was getting at. It's more of a competition. So for him to say, "Hey, yeah, Lou's better," it's like him
He
saying,
never said.
because he never wants to give me the props.
Okay, so that's what I'm dealing with now, Lou.
No, but he's old.
That's what I've been dealing for the last 35 years, Lou. Wait, 30 years, Lou. People don't want to accept that I used to take him to school and talk shit as I was doing it.
Who you want to call?
Ghostbusters, I don't know. Who you want to call? I call anybody, Lou. I don't care. Lou, you think
No,
I'm scared?
I want you to call somebody that's cool with you, Chris.
I did. And not even cool. I called Boogie last time, and he said, I got to go with Chris. More athletic. You got a better shot. And listen, I'll give you that. You got a better three-point shot than me, but you got a better athlete than me.
Christian.
Stop saying my government name in the...
Christian, get somebody real.
Boogie's not real? Boogie's probably the best player that we know right now.
Are you crazy?
Yes.
No.
Mention somebody better than Boogs right now, off the top of your head.
I told you.
No. Muffin Boogs are there. They're there.
Are you crazy,
They're
man?
there.
Get out of here.
I'm just saying. I'll go down my contact list.
Go down your contact
You're not
list.
gonna like it.
Go ahead, man. I told you the content is dry today.
No, you know what it is? Oh, you know what it is? I got a lot of business things here. Oh, we could call Ricky.
Yes, get Rick on. Rick is a fucking ball player.
You know what? Let me call Ricky.
Call Rick.
I got him here as Black Rick.
Yo, you what? Really?
I
How many
got-
Ricks do you have in your contacts that you gotta put them down as Black Rick?
Barbarian Rick. B-Ball Rick.
Who's B-Ball Rick?
B-Ball Ricky is Pretty Ricky from the Flatbush area.
See, that's why I'm confused.
You know
Who's
Pretty Ricky.
Pretty Ricky is the one that you never used to tie his laces. That's what we're talking about, right?
No, I don't know if he didn't tie his laces, but he used to come down with Boogie. Boogie used to bring him down to his most precious blood. You probably saw him a couple of times. Wavy head, and he always outside shooter. You know Pretty Ricky. Then I got Ricky, my brother-in-law. I got
You got a brother-in-law? I didn't know you had a brother.
yeah, I got a brother-in-law.
Does he acknowledge you?
You know what's funny when it comes to like he wants my approval so bad, man. It's nice. Grown ass man too. It don't need. And I play on that. You know?
Yeah, you're an abuser. That's what you.
No. I like to have fun. It's like I'm talking to my girl today, and she goes, Chris, why you get a kick out of fucking with people? And I'm like, babe, it's not fucking with people. It's that you know what? If you listen, look, if you make a joke, we're a perfect example. You make a joke. This is why I think that our friendship is beyond friends and it's a brotherhood. But you make a joke with me. You say you joke about my weight. I'm gonna joke about your weight. Let's say you joke about my kids. I'm gonna joke about your kids. And it's all fun and games. And I know that whatever I hit you with, you're gonna take, and whatever you hit me with, I'm gonna take. And then at the end of the day, we'll laugh it off. You're an asshole. I'm an asshole. And we'll go.
There's a line in the sand. Though.
There's never enough for us.
But I always keep on pushing it back, and I'm running out of real estate on this.
No, actually, we're talking about that. You have enough real estate now, so you could keep pushing it back. But we're not gonna get into that.
Chris. I swear. Once I move, man.
Moving on up.
Our friendship is over.
So, she tells me this today, and I tell her, my thing is, there's an old saying in the island, and when you go into a fight, you need two bags, one to give, one to receive, right? So if you start joking with me, I'm gonna start joking with you. At the level that you're joking with me. If we're joking about my nose,
the problem?
my nose.
Most people don't start joking with you, though, Chris.
No, they do.
No, Chris. Thank you for bringing something up. We are at a poker tournament, mind you, with some good Ecuadorian people that open their arms and allow us in their house.
Hold up. What Ecuadorian people?
The tournament, Jody. Jodash. Henry's brother.
Henry, and yeah, okay.
So it's me, it's the
They're
gang.
Ecuadorians?
Yeah, they're Ecuadorians.
I thought they were.
They're actually Mo's fucking neighbors. They live next to Mo for like their entire lives. They,
Down on Sunset?
yeah, down on 4th Avenue, like in the 40s.
Really? I didn't even know that. I didn't know that.
So people, we go to this tournament. It's me, Chris, and Willie. Mind you, we're half in the bag, right? We're shit faced because we stopped at a liquor store. We got a bottle because we had to kill time.
Yeah, I remember it was we bought a Jack Daniels that Willie's always bringing us
some exotic shit.
Yeah,
So we go to this party.
I don't remember.
Not our party. We go to a poker
Poker
tournament.
tournament. Yeah.
And it's a nice setup. You got what, maybe 5 tables, a lot of action. So it's so it's about 50 people in this basement. We're playing.
That's with the daughter. No, go ahead, I don't want to talk about that.
So we're playing, and going back to Chris being an asshole, there's this guy there. He's a decent poker player. He's actually a phenomenal salsa dancer, and he used to be part of the Brooklyn Angels softball organization. Most of the people there were from the Brooklyn Angels softball organization. I don't know if they're still around.
Salsa dancing.
Yo, John is a monster. So anyway, so John, Big John, it's a big dude, man. Big dude. Tall and wide. So Chris, without even knowing the fucking guy, there's a table set up with a lot of food. And so since we got there kind of late to the end of the tournament, we're eating, and Big John didn't serve himself a plate yet. So Chris, with a plate, freaking sauce running out his mouth, he looks at John, he goes, "What you waiting for? I know you hungry." You told him that, Chris.
Really?
Bitch, come on, man. I thought he was gonna lay you out.
No.
And then when he went to the table, you kept on heckling him.
And
I'm looking at you like, Chris, what the fuck are
See,
you doing?
this is the problem. Yes, you're right. I did say that.
You were heckling him.
No, I wasn't heckling him. I was worried about his health, Louis. This is the problem. It's a big dude. He was carb loaded. I said, "Hey, slow down. No on the cars, Big John." That's not me being an asshole. You see, that's the problem with people. It's the way they see things.
Chris, who won that tournament?
I think it was.
Right,
It wasn't me.
You did. You weren't even in the final table. I took that one down.
You did?
That's what I do, Chris.
Was that the one? I'm telling you, it reminds me. I remember the place.
It was a basement.
But the daughter was a quinceañera or something, and they started asking for money or something. You don't remember that? Am I wrong?
No. He has daughters, but there was his daughters weren't there. If anything, you don't know Jerry. Jerry the soccer player, Jerry and Sarah, they used to live in that basement. I don't know how they cleared it out that day, but we went in and we played.
Really?
That was a good tournament. It was 50 people. I think we got 2 in.
I have bad memories with certain people.
What kind of bullshit is that? Yo, who you gonna?
I'm calling Ricky.
What Ricky's this?
Black Rick. Let me talk, and then you continue.
I just introduced the podcast to you.
I could do that.
You think you can handle that?
I'm pretty sure. I know the name of the podcast.
What is it?
Breeze something. Yo, these motherfuckers.
You've reached the voicemail box of 3.
These motherfuckers really.
You ever thought about doing hiding your number? Because maybe people don't want to deal with you.
Listen,
You ever
Lou,
thought about that?
you know what the problem is, Lou?
In today's age, look, I was gonna call you short. It's impossible to call 4 people and not somebody to pick up.
I believe I make people uncomfortable. I believe.
What you did to
people-
Rick? You said some shit to Rick?
No, Rick, no, I don't.
Rick has tough skin.
No, he doesn't.
Really?
Yeah, he'll take it. Oh, maybe.
No,
He's like halfway, half there, you know.
Rick is a good fucking ball player, I'll tell you that. Rick is good.
Smart.
No, he's a good ball player.
No, I'm not saying he's not a good ball player. I'm saying his IQ was high, but he was short-tempered.
Really? I never saw Rick lose his
Well,
cool. After the game, yeah.
no,
but
I just, oh my God, I just.
you know what it is? It gets frustrating when Rick was playing with us. He was already up there, getting up there in age. So
Oh, Rick is in his 50s already.
that's what I'm saying. So when you're used to playing a certain way, and Chris, that's why part of the reason I stopped too, because it does get frustrating. If you find yourself out there coaching more than just playing, then That's not the right scene for you.
Yeah, but Lou, perfect example. I go play right now, right? I'm playing just to sweat. It's not. Don't get me wrong. You want to win, but it's not a priority. I just want to make sure I get my shots up, make the right play.
No, but
Now, if I
Chris,
see idiots, and believe me, there's a lot of idiots when I go to play. A lot of idiots. Like there's this kid. He's never met a shot that he didn't like, and I'm like, yo. So every time he gets the ball, Kobe. So he thinks I'm amping him up. I'm saying so. 2 Saturdays ago, I tell him, no, I call you Kobe not because you're good or you shoot good like Kobe. I call you Kobe because you chuck him up.
what is it?
Really, really, he said, yeah, really. You know, I've learned something, Lou. These last few years of my life, man. People don't like the truth, man.
Who does, man?
No, I appreciate the truth.
No, you don't.
I appreciate the truth. Yes,
No,
I
you
do.
don't. You're not.
No, not blasphemy like you're talking about my basketball game, but the truth. You tell me, Chris, I'm fat. Yeah, okay, yeah, no, I'm working on it. Yeah,
No,
I'll
you-
appreciate that.
You redirect. You're fat too, motherfucker. No, but you just had me. Oh no, so what is it? Rick, we were just talking about.
Yeah, Rick, frustrating, and you're coaching, and you know, when you find yourself at a point where you have to coach.
Yeah, because all right, you going back to your point. You say you want to sweat, but how do you sweat? By staying on the fucking court.
110%.
So if you got a jerk that's coming down shooting 1-on-5, and it's like, yo, dude, you don't understand basketball at all. That's not even a fucking heat check. You're just taking a shot 1-on-5.
See, but this is look. Once again, and I hate to make it about, but very simple stuff right here. I've taken those opportunities, and now I apply psychology to everything. Maybe it's a good thing, maybe it's a bad thing, but that's happened where I go play. And you know what I do? I look at the other three. So it's 5 guys. I look at the other 3 guys. I'm like, you see what he did? We can't let that happen again. How do we stop that? We don't give them the ball. It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I talk to them. And when they do, because it has happened, they, you know, because you're on the floor of the game, you don't know. I don't want to give it to him. When they give it to him, I'm blaming you now. I'm not blaming him for being dumb. I'm blaming you.
What about if he's hitting? If he's on, he's
No,
on.
if he's on, it's a different story. My thing is what you just said. 1-on-5, I'm taking it.
That shit drives me crazy.
It's horrible, man. It's horrible. You know, you know what's funny, man? I used to.
You're talking to the Rolex!
Woo!
Diamond ring wearing!
Yes!
Shit stealing! Woo!
We did it!
Limousine right! Jet flying! Son of a gun! And I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down! Woo!
That's
What's
how
up,
I
man?
feel.
Yo, he was the best.
No, he definitely was.
The fucking best.
Okay.
I hype his shit up. He was puffing before puffing.
The other day, I'm about to have. How we going on time? We going on time?
We gotta wrap it up.
All right,
So,
so-
how you looking?
No, I'm good. I'm ready to. Yeah. I'm always good. I'm always good.
People, I'm sorry if you didn't feel the energy today. It was,
Why would you? It was great energy.
It was great energy. But
See,
you
that's
know
what-
what it is sometimes? I don't feel the essence of the show until the day after.
So don't put it out there, Louis.
But they're already 40-something minutes in.
Yeah,
so I
but
can
no,
say-
I'm sorry for that. No, it was great energy. Why you?
I
you
like
put
to bring it. I like to bring it. I just didn't have it today. I just didn't
Yeah,
have it.
because
You know, fucking carbs. That's what they do to you. But listen, again. Oh, Chris. Oh, we'll talk later. Thanks again for subscribing to the show, to listening to us. We really appreciate the love we've been getting. This week has really been a nice bump in the numbers, but I think we could do better. And I haven't run it by Chris yet, but we're probably thinking about maybe just streamlining our show just to YouTube, because the numbers are just, you know, probably all over the place, and we need to get more central. So more on that as we progress. If we see an uptick, then we'll keep it the way we are. But if not, then we'll most likely just disconnect from the other channels and just primarily focus on YouTube.
subscribe.
There you go. Hit the button. All right.
Subscribe right there.
Peace. Thank you for joining the show, and I'm gonna let Chris take us out.
The higher we soar, the smaller we appear to those who cannot fly.
Oh,
Very important today. Very important. Let that marinate. Hit me in the AM.
Boom!